Hi, good morning, and welcome back to Create, Share, Inspire podcast. This is episode 697. I'm Kristin Omdahl, and we're here live in Southwest Florida. We just had a storm pass through here, and I took the chance of coming down to the beach. I don't know if it stopped raining or not, but I guess I needed a little excitement in my life. Anyway, look at all these big waves we have because of the storm. It's a little bit windy, so sorry if it's too loud for some people, but hopefully you can enjoy the sound of the waves. Hi Lisa, good morning Grace and Pamela, Lily, Judy. Hi Sharon and Thea, good morning. Happy hump day, happy Wednesday. Thank you for the camels. Hi Angela and Barbara, Proverbs, Joe. Hi Kathy, Marcia, Judy, good morning. Happy Wednesday, everybody. Hope everybody's doing well. Hi, Rita. I can't get over how big these waves are, and as you can imagine, because it just stopped storming, we're probably going to be the only people here this morning, and that's okay too. Hi, Donna. My own private beach. Hi, Marcia. Good morning. Hi, Mindy and Wendy and Donna. Good morning, everybody. It's a stormy Wednesday here. Hopefully you're having nice weather, and if not, hopefully you're indoors, cozy and crafting. If you're doing any crafting this morning, let me know what you're working on. Hi, Joyce and Carmen, Chantel. Yes, the humidity and the temperature has dropped significantly because of the storm we had today. So I thought that was another good reason to come down to the beach. Yeah, the sound of the bigger waves is quite a treat. Hi, Sunshine. Pamela's going to finish the poppy scarf today. Wonderful. Wendy's working on the Mika cowl for Christmas presents. Oh, that's a great pattern too. Lisa finished her poppy scarf. Wonderful. Kimberly's working on the shadow bloom shawl. That's great. Yes, Joe, I'm glad I was able to get out of the house too. I must have been feeling stir crazy if I wanted to chance rain after a storm on my bike. I guess oh well, anyway, the colors are gorgeous too, aren't they? We've got those gray clouds, and we've got that spooky green water that I love to see sometimes. I prefer the turquoise water when it's sunny out, but that's okay. All right, let's turn the camera around so you can see we are literally on our own private beach this morning. Yes, Pamela, one color for any of the multicolor projects is a great idea. In fact, in one color, you actually get quite a different look because the texture shows up differently. Isn't that beautiful? All the colors are so pretty. They're different but pretty, different than our normal beach days. But I think the storm has passed. It seems to be going that way, but it looks like there's another one over there, so we'll see what happens. Anyway, who doesn't love a little excitement sometimes? And I haven't heard any thunder, so Angela, no, if the weather gets bad, I cannot get home fast. If the weather gets bad, I have to ride my bike in a bike lane in the road with traffic for 10-15 minutes, probably longer, since I'll be riding slower. And if it gets really bad, I'll have to walk my bike. But anyway, like I said, I needed to try it today. That one looks like it could be coming this way, so we'll have to watch that. Anyway, if we have to end the podcast early because of the storm, so be it too. Well, lots of exciting things to tell you this morning too. Oh, good morning, Judy. I saw Judy pop up too. Remember how in the past I've done a bag discount on Be So Baby yarn and made it a limited time? Well, I decided to make a regular listing of Be So Baby as a bag discount. It's for if you want 10 balls of the same color, you can get it for, I think it's a 15% discount. You get $5 off. So instead of it being $39.99 for 10 balls, because it's $3.99 a ball, if you buy a bag of 10, it's $34.99. And that will still, and the free shipping discount would still apply if you reach $75 in the US or $150 in, international orders. So this is not a limited offer. This is going to be there all the time, but obviously supplies are limited. If we run out, then wait till it gets replenished. Anyway, so I know a lot of people have been asking for a regular bag discount, so I have listened, and it is up and live, and Judy just posted a link in the live link, and you can find it in my yarn shop on my website. Also, I don't even know how I did this. Wasn't it just yesterday I said that I wanted to come up with some one ball projects for Be So Sporty Bling yarn? Well, I have a knit and crochet cowl done already. So the samples are done, they're blocked, they're drying. I have patterns done and charts done, and they are off to tech editing today. So we'll have those patterns like, I don't know, ASAP. And then I'm working on the crochet cardigan that I showed you last week, and we're in the home stretch on this one, so I'm just working on the lower body now, so this one should be done soon too. But how did I make 2 cowls in 24 hours? I don't know, but I'm glad I did. I didn't just make the cowls, I made the cowls, wrote the patterns, and did the charts, so yay! I guess I have elves in my head. Yes, Judy. And the first 2 that I made are in Be So Sporty Gold Bling, and the next 2 I will make in Be So Sporty Silver Bling, I believe. So far I've used colorway Mermaid 06, which turned out beautiful for the knit cowl, and then I used Be So Sporty Gold Bling Lavender for the crochet cowl. I named them, but the names are, I think the knit one's named Nadia, and I just named the crochet one this morning, and I have no idea what I named it. See, I mean, when you burn so many brain cells, they don't always work in the way you want them to. It's that multitasking. They say it's not good for you. Hopefully in 20 years I don't wake up and go, dang, I wish I didn't multitask so hard. But anyway, in the meantime, yes, Mindy, the bag discount is already discounted. You don't need a coupon code or anything for it. Yeah, the lavender gold bling is so beautiful, Kimberly. I'm so excited for you to see the cowl. I did it in a really okay, so you remember the first knit cowl was in a texture stitch, not lace. The first crochet cowl is in a lace stitch, and I ended it with a beautiful scallop border, so it's straight here and then scalloped here, which you know I love to do that to frame the yoke or frame the neck and frame the face. I think it's so flattering when a cowl has a lace design on the bottom. Well, especially when they are lace. I like an edging on the bottom. It's really pretty. You're going to love it. So hopefully I'll have those tomorrow or the next day. What's tomorrow? Thursday? Hopefully by Friday. For somebody that Judy's explaining just now, there are 2 listings for Be So Baby Yarn now. There is a bag of 10 discount listing, and then there is the single ball listing. If you put 10 balls of any color in your cart on the single ball listing, they will still be $3.99 a piece. I made a separate listing for a bag discount. If you want a full 10 ball bag of any given color, that's where you'll find that it's $34.99. Yeah, no discount code needed, no coupon code needed, but it is a separate listing for the bags of baby. You can order by the ball in one listing and a bag in the other listing. Thanks, Sharon. I'm excited to share the patterns with you. So I'll have to do photography soon here, and we'll see how I'll need the weather to cooperate too. Maybe the first photos will just be still photos, but I'd like to be able to model them for the photos, so we'll see. Might have to do it indoors. Or I could do it in my backyard if the rain just subsides for a few minutes. It gets tricky when we have rough weather. It gets really tricky to photograph things. You know, I've had to hold off on photographing projects and hold off on releasing things due to weather in the past. It happens sometimes. Yes, I love the sound of the waves too. Oh, it turns out we do have people here this morning. I guess there were other people that were excited to see a stormy morning. Like, every day's fun at the beach, right? There's sunny days, the sunrise, sunset, stormy days. They're all fun and they're all interesting in a different way. As long as there's no thunder or lightning, as long as it's not too windy where the sand's whipping in your face, that's painful too. Other than that, I think any day is good down here. Gosh, I had other stuff to tell you this morning and now I've lost my train of thought. I think I'm distracted by the sound of these waves. We don't get the big ones very often. Oh, I ordered, you know the dress I'm wearing? You know, I've got like tons of these, right? The tank top dress. Remember this one that has the sewn-in waist and it's a little bit of an A-line? He came out with some new prints and I ordered one yesterday. It should be here tomorrow. It's navy and then it has a bold, not a tiny print, not a tiny all-over print like this, but a bold print. So it looks like the flowers are this big, but they're spaced far apart, so there's lots of blue in the background, and the flowers are like a fuchsia hot pink. And I saw it and I was like, yep, I need that. So I ordered it yesterday. It should be here today or tomorrow. I'm so excited to have a new print in it. So I figure I love the navy, and the hot pink will go with lipstick or nail polish or my scrunchie that I wear sometimes. I forgot it this morning. Yes, it's so cute, and I'll wear it as soon as I get it, obviously, and show it to you. What else? I bought a couple of them in solid colors to put sleeves on them too. Remember we did the demi sleeve on my purple solid color one? Well, I'd like to do, I bought a black one and a white one, and I'm thinking about putting like a full long sleeve on maybe the black one or maybe the white one too, and then doing an edging on the lower edge. So I think that might be, I think that might turn out really pretty. But I'll do a full long sleeve on those. Wow, camping on the beach sounds fun. I've never done that. That sounds wonderful. What beach is this? We are in Naples in Southwest Florida. This is the Gulf of Mexico behind me. I'm somewhere between Wiggins Pass and Vanderbilt Beach. It's sprinkling a little bit. All right, I will have to watch it. I think it's starting to rain again. Gosh, that's going to be a terrible ride home on my bike. Hi Iva, hi Ruth, thanks for joining live. Does anybody have any questions? Yes, I think long sleeves are going to be so cute on that dress and make it a year-round dress instead of a summer dress also. Oh, and I decided I think I'm going to make this cardigan long instead of cropped. The knit cardigan that I'm still working on, the knit one takes a lot longer. Can I camp under a bridge until it finishes raining? I could, but if I don't know how long it's going to rain, maybe not. I could call Marlon to come pick me up too. So this cardigan is obviously going a lot quicker than the knit one. So this one will get released before the knit one will. Knit one I'm going to keep cropped because I do have a vision of wearing it over dresses, and you don't need a long, definitely don't need a long cardigan over dresses, especially when they have fullness in the skirt. I find that it's not attractive at all. Like we were talking about before, it's the layering, right? So it depends on how you're going to wear something, where you want that length to end. If you're wearing anytime you're wearing a dress like this that has a fuller skirt, you don't want a long layer over it. It will cover you up and remove any amount. It'll add bulk, right? So on a dress that flares out at the bottom like this, remember when I wear those cardigans from my Amazon shop, I tie them around the waist so that they're shorter and don't cover up the flare of the skirt. If you're wearing a slim fitted dress underneath, then a longer cardigan looks pretty. So like, you know, the slim fitted dresses that I have, the tank top dresses that I wear, and I put a top or a tunic on it and then belt it and blouse it up or wear different things over them. Then when the outer layer is longer or flared, it's attractive because it's a contrast to the layer underneath. So you have to pay attention to that. Anytime I put on a long cardigan over a dress that already flares, it is not flattering on me at all, and that's why I really pay attention to what kind of a skirt the dress has to determine what length of cardigan or what length of outer layer I'm going to put over the top. So like, for example, if I make this one longer, I'll feel comfortable wearing it over a fitted dress, a fitted skirt, shorts, or fitted jeans. I just wouldn't wear it over anything super baggy if it's long, and I wouldn't wear it over anything that's full at the bottom when it's long. If I wanted to wear it over things that were full or flared at the bottom, I would make it shorter or make it tie, which would still be fun to do too. But I think I'll get more use out of this one if I make it longer and wear it over fitted things underneath. Hopefully that makes sense. And I'll style it in a variety of ways, as usual, so you can see different ways to wear it as well. It is sprinkling, but man, these waves are cool. The weight of the yarn that I'm going to use for crochet on fabric for the dresses is going to be So Fine yarn, which is #1 fingering weight. I've always felt like when I've done the crochet on edging type projects on store-bought fabrics, I like the weight of So Fine yarn, #1 fingering weight, because store-bought fabrics are thinner as well. You could probably do it in #2 sport weight as well. I just feel like you want to try to blend with the thickness of the fabric, and those t-shirts, these are thin fabrics, much thinner than the fabrics that we make, right? So I think thinner is better, but you know, that's my personal opinion. If you wanted to make something higher contrast and chunky, or it depends on the look you're going for, but any of the crochet on fabric sleeves that I have done so far, if you like those have all been done in So Fine yarn. Great questions though. I love all the questions. Does anybody have any other questions? I'm okay being caught in sprinkles. I have a bag on my bike that my phone would be safe in if it starts raining. It's like a bag that's attached to the bike, and it's leather, and it has a strong zipper, so I feel like my phone will be safe in there. I don't want to get caught in a storm. Sprinkles are okay. I've been caught in storms on my bike, and that's not fun. I would consider So Fine bling for the sleeves too, for like a cocktail party or a fancier dress. I think that the shimmer of the silver or the gold would be phenomenal for sleeves on either of those dresses, or any of the crochet on fabric tops that I've designed so far. You can find all of those in my crochet pattern shop. Yeah, I checked the weather before I left too, and it did say that the storm was gone, but it is sprinkling again, so who knows. It's probably not a major storm, but I don't think that one's coming. I think that one's going south, and that other one's gone, so we'll see. Like I said, I'm okay with a little bit of excitement this morning. Hello, Louis. Good morning. So for those of you that don't know, Louis is my web designer. He's the one that's making the brand new fancy website for me right now. How about a flutter sleeve? Cheryl, Ann, I do have a flutter sleeve. If you go to my crochet pattern shop, there is a pattern called the demi sleeves, and that one is a flutter sleeve. I believe I have another one called the Brook sleeve, and so what happens is they're more of a half circle, and when they're placed over an armhole opening, they have a fluttery effect. So you could find both of those in my crochet pattern shop. And if you want to narrow down your search even more, you would click on the crochet on fabric section of crochet patterns, and that'll show you all of those sleeves. Hi, Neha. Good morning. Judy's posting live links to them right now. Questions about arm and wrist pain? Well, first of all, if you're having any sort of pains, I would recommend talking to your doctor for sure. Having said that, like I've talked about in the past, when we have a hobby that's very sedentary and has us sitting for long periods, and we get super focused because we're concentrating, it's a good idea to make reminders for yourself to get up and move around. So taking breaks, set a timer on your phone or an egg timer in your kitchen or on your microwave or an alarm clock. Set a timer for every hour and get up and walk around. Shake out your hands, maybe give yourself some self-massage in your wrists or hands. Get your legs moving, get that circulation flowing all over, and even if it's just a 5-minute break. But the longer you sit and focus on your crochet, your head's down, your arms are tight, you're holding tension, you're doing a lot of things that are kind of like exercises. So if you're using those muscles, you need to give them a break every once in a while. So I recommend taking a break once an hour, setting a timer to help you, because I know how hard it is to remember when you're super focused, let alone when you have a TV show on marathon and you're focused on your project. You can look up and see 5 hours have passed, and then you're going to be stiff and your hands are going to ache and your back's going to be sore and your legs haven't been getting circulation. So if you need help with it, always set a timer on your phone or whatever device you have available to you. That's what I would recommend. But if you're really having pain, that's your body giving you a warning sign that something's wrong, and I would recommend going to your doctor first. Having said that, if everything else is fine, taking breaks is really, really important. Shoot, I ran out of water. Yes, Pamela, that's a great idea too, and it's a little funny at the same time. If you drink lots of water, having to go to the bathroom will keep you getting up too. That's a dual purpose, right? Drinking lots of water is good for hydration and all sorts of things, and it'll make you have to get up. So that's great. Oh, also, Judy just posted a link to my crochet toolkit. If you notice on there, if you notice my crochet hooks, they have that bamboo handle, which is actually better for people with arthritis and better for people in general, because you're not having to clench as tightly. Anytime that handle is bigger, it gives your hand a little bit of a break as well. Green tea is good for some people, Lisa. Sometimes it's not good for others. I think water is good for everybody, but but yeah, if you can drink green tea is awesome. I'm a huge tea fan. I love white tea and green tea, oolong, black tea, all sorts of flavors too. Yeah, some people are coffee lovers. Some people can't drink caffeine at all. Some people hate tea. I have a friend who just doesn't like any of it. And every once in a while I try to give her another, like, well, try this one. Maybe you'll like this one. Nope. If it's tea, she doesn't like it. Yes, I love black Lipton's tea for iced tea. And as far as black tea goes, I think chai is really wonderful as black tea, and so is Earl Grey. I think my favorite Earl Grey is actually done in black tea. And then most of my other favorite flavors and styles of tea are in green tea and white tea. Sometimes I like oolong. One thing what's the other tea that I don't like? Rooibos I don't like. Zen tea, the one at the grocery store that used to be, or maybe still is at Starbucks, that one's good too. Yeah, plain Lipton black tea with fresh lemons. That is my favorite iced tea in the world. I could drink a gallon of it. Speaking of it, I just had a conversation the other day. Did I have it here? I was saying how much I love apple cider up in Michigan this time of year. And I remember when I used to go to the cider mills when the apple cider was available. I didn't care for the donuts, but I loved the cider. I could drink a gallon of it in one day. I loved it so much. Probably not great for you either. Probably a lot of sugar, but man, I love apple cider. And it's not the same getting it shipped down here. It's not the same. Sure, it has to be pasteurized and have a longer shelf life and all that. Ooh, lemon and ginger kombucha. Yes, I like kombucha too. It's, for those of you that don't know, it's a fermented tea that kind of tastes a little bit like sparkling vinegar. But oddly enough, some of us love it. It has lots of health benefits. Yeah, I love that one too. Oh, kettle corn. Yeah, I could eat a whole bag of kettle corn in one sitting too. That's sweet and salty. Yum. I haven't had that in a long time either. Man, something's in my eyes this morning. It started when I was on the bike ride. I don't know what got in my eyes. Something's burning. Anyway, so lots going on. And I told you about a couple projects that I'm working on right now, and I didn't even tell you about the other ones that are coming. So, man, there's so much good stuff coming. So many projects I'm working on right now. So many new patterns coming soon. All I can tell you is rest assured that I am working on lots of fun things to share with you soon. Soon. Does anybody have any other questions? Yeah, caramel and apples is not a bad combo either. I agree. Lots of sugar, but man, is that good. Yep, always busy, Judy, but yeah, I don't know. I always say, wow, I feel like I'm busier than usual, and that can't be true because I say it all the time. Yes, Kimberly, I used to go to a South African coffee shop that served matcha tea lattes, and I would get it with coconut milk or almond milk. I can't remember, and it was so good. I think it was homemade coconut milk. That was excellent. I love that. I make matcha tea at home too. Sometimes I make matcha tea iced tea now because a friend of mine who's Vietnamese taught me about that. And she drinks matcha as iced tea and puts lemon and ginger in it, and oh my goodness, is that delicious too. So I do drink matcha tea iced now as well. I used to drink it sweet with coconut milk at that coffee shop, but now I learned the Vietnamese way to do it, and I love it even more. It's, it's so, it's got such a bite to it, an earthiness to it, and it's, a little bit bitter, but man, once you get used to it, it's an acquired taste, but now that I love it, I love it. Oh, Julia, I've done that before. Yes, that's kind of what my eyes feel like, but I didn't rub chili pepper in them. So, man, I hope your eyes get better. That's brutal. I'll definitely need to take my makeup off as soon as I walk in the house. Like, they won't stop watering, and it's like, once it starts, then the makeup goes in your eyes and it gets worse. But yeah, my eyes are just burning. It's like it feels like I put salt water in maybe it's the mist. It feels like I put salt water in my eyes. So not as bad as Julia. Julia actually rubbed chili peppers in her eyes. Man, that sounds so bad. I know what that feels like. I don't know. I haven't heard anything about red tide yet, Joe. Haven't heard anything. And I think that was the only, I rarely got symptoms from red tide when we had it before. I think there was I never got the respiratory stuff. I did get burning in the eyes, I think once or twice. I don't remember. Man, couldn't you just sit here and look at these waves all day and listen to them? My goodness, I hope you enjoyed listening to the waves with me and chatting with me and everyone else. If you like the podcast, give it a thumbs up. If you haven't already subscribed, you can click the bell button. Click the red button below, and there's a bell button next to it where you can get notified every time I go live or upload a new video. Let us make time to create, share, and inspire today and every day. Have a wonderful day, everybody, and I'll see you tomorrow. Hopefully same time, same place. Bye-bye.